on that field today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the and let's go to the
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? And let's go to and let's go to
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We ready? And let's go to and let's go to it's a wrap. Game over.
Nah, it's not even close to over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E. Streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. It's Winning Wednesday. I'm getting in, getting out. Got a lot to do today. Got a lot on my mind, so got to roll. Want to thank Queen 3 and King podcast for having me last night. Man, it turned into it was already a powerful show, but man, at the end, I want to thank the seasoned queen for being real transparent and sharing what she was going through. And man, I'm getting choked up, giving me an opportunity to pray along with the other queens and the king for her. So if you have not tuned into that show, you got to do it, man. It is so much more than a podcast. It is so much more than a podcast, man. They getting at real issues, real topics, real ministry, real time. And it's not in the box. That's what I call that's what I call some churches today, the box. You know, people all up in the box. I'm trying to get out of the box. So anyway, that's definitely what Queen 3 and King podcast is. So go back and check that out. You can check it out on ROKU TV. You can check it out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. All right. Winning Wednesday. Last night, playing games, and the LA Lakers took care of their business. Close one, 110-106. But, you know, before I talk about the Lakers, I got to talk about the Pelicans. Zion Williamson balled out. And if anybody wondered what kind of player he can be, just look at this year. Played in more games than he's ever played in, and he balled out all year long. New Orleans was a problem all year long, and still have a chance to be a problem in the playoffs if they can beat the Sacramento Kings. But last night, Zion Williamson, 40 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 1 block and 1 steal to go along with that. And then he got hurt. Hamstring looked like it tightened up on him. They're going to evaluate him for the ability to play against the Sacramento Kings and see if he can go. But last night, man, New Orleans gave it everything they had and could not get over the hump with the LA Lakers, who jumped out to a big lead. LA Lakers got it done, 110-106. They now own the 7th spot in the playoffs. They will take on the Denver Nuggets in the first round of the actual playoffs. Last night, LeBron James did his thing, 23-9-9. 23-9-9. Anthony Davis, 20-15. And D'Angelo Russell got it done. 21 points, 6 assists, 5-4-11 from 3. Lakers got something going on. All 5 starters in double figures. 13 from Rui, 23 from James, 20 from Davis, 21 from Russell, and 16 from Reeves. And they got 9 off the bench from Gabe Vincent, who is back healthy and, again, helping with some problems. So congratulations to the Lakers. They're moving on. They are in the number 7 seed. Last night, the Sacramento Kings ended the run of the dynasty. Y'all all wanted to tell me Golden State was a dynasty. Well, that dynasty came crashing down last night, 118-94. It wasn't close. Sacramento jumped out early and stayed there often. I think Golden State got within 1 in the third, and Sacramento went on like a 19-5 run after that. So, again, I got to say, I'm going to be very interested to see what happens with Golden State. Klay Thompson, wow. I'm not going to dog him. He had a total of 0 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist on 0 for 10 shooting. I'm not going to dog him, but, man, people sure dogged James Harden when he had nights like that. Other people dogged other players when they had nights like that, man. I got to tell you, I'm going to be very interested to see what that organization does with the players and the money that they're spending, because they're well over the cap. Like, they are deep in the luxury part of it, and they won how many games? 46 games. And they're like a couple $100 million over the cap. So I'm going to be very interested to see what happens. Will Draymond Green be back? Will Klay Thompson be back? What can you put around Steph Curry to make them great again? And that's who you need to be building around. Steph. Steph last night, what'd he have? 22 points on 8 for 16 shooting. Shot 50%. 3 for 7 from 3. He got D'd up last night. Sacramento came in with a plan, and it worked. And I got to say this, man. Y'all say what y'all want to say about Mike Brown in Cleveland. Mike Brown has quietly let people run their mouths about him, what he is and what he isn't. And he has turned into a damn good coach. He is coaching. You're not just rolling the ball out there and letting them play. He is coaching strategies, plays, situations, decisions. Mike Brown is getting it done. Mike Brown is extremely underrated. And I will say this, they might not have had Golden State's number last season, but you could tell it was coming. Hurley, the head coach of UConn, said a couple of seasons ago, get us now. You better get us now because we're close. That was Sacramento last year. You get us now, dance and jiggle and wiggle now, but we are close, and it came to fruition last night as they dog walked the Golden State Warriors 118-94. Let me again give some kudos to the Sacramento Kings. Again, all 5 players in double figures, led by Keegan Murray. Keegan went off for 32 points, 9 rebounds, was 10 for 20 from the field, and 8 for 13 from 3. They out-3'd the Golden State Warriors. Of course, De'Aaron Fox did his thing, 24, 4, and 6, 11 for 25 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3. Let's see. Got to give some love to Keon Ellis, who D'd up. I mean, when I tell you he D'd up Steph Curry, he did it. Ellis had 15 points, 3 for 4 from 3. Sabonis had 16 and 12. And Harrison Barnes dropped in 17, 4 and 3, was 3 for 4 from 3. So again, congratulations, Sacramento. Congratulations, Mike Brown. Congratulations, De'Aaron Fox. They now have to go out and knock off New Orleans to see if they can get that number 8 seed. If they do, either one of those teams is going to be a problem in the playoffs. So anyway, that's what we had from there. Tonight, you've got the eastern side of the play-in. You've got the Miami Heat visiting the Philadelphia 76ers, Whoever wins that game will be the number 7 seed. They will take on the Knicks in the first round. And I think either of those teams can beat the New York Knicks. I'm not saying the New York Knicks are trash, but I'm telling Miami, we already know this is their time of year, no matter what slot they're in. And then in the 10 versus 9, you got the Hawks visiting the Bulls. The Hawks visiting the Bulls. The loser of that game will be eliminated. The winner will go on to take on the loser of the Heat and 76ers. Let's see. Heat and 76ers tonight at 6 on the Mothership. The Hawks and Bulls tonight at 8:30 on the Mothership. Both of those games are Central Standard Time. All right, y'all, let me take a break. Be right back with more right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
Discouragement, sorrow, distance. Your arguments cause damage to your family. The hurt leads to divorce. You feel like there is nowhere else to turn. But there is hope for you. That's where we come into play. There is an overcomer that lives inside of you. One ready to take on the world as you leap for joy, living in victory. You'll grow to love yourself and others. There's life after divorce, and you can claim it today. Get over divorce, where your new story begins here every Thursday on YouTube and Spreaker.
My name is James Jeter, and I want $500 on the lunch break for keeping up with the Jonas Bracket Challenge.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Big shout out to the fam. What's up, Keith Hennick? What's up, sis, Donna Coleman-Holman? Hey, Donna, I had the shirt on yesterday, the Free Brittany Griner shirt. I hadn't been able to wear it because right after you sent it to me, they freed Brittany Griner. So I went ahead and dropped it on yesterday. Had fun wearing it. Wore it all day long. So thank you, sis. You always got me hooked up. Whether it's with the South Carolina shirt, whether it's with the TSU shirt, you always got me hooked up. I appreciate it. I'm repping the frat today, feeling like just hanging on to some good roots today. You know, every now and then when you find yourself going through some tough times, when you find yourself around a whole lot of negativity, man, you gotta dip your toe in something positive. You know, whether it be your frat, whether it be your bestie, whether it be, you know, just some good music or some good food or a good walk, a good book. You gotta tip your toe in something positive, and just try to start from there. We talked last night on Queen 3 and King podcast about less emotion, more motion. I think that was the title. I apologize. Not that I didn't pay attention to it. But man, I just can't stay emotional, man. I gotta keep moving. I got a regiment going on in my life right now that I feel like it's going to have some positive results. I've gotten rid of social media. I filled that time studying, reading books. I've been studying the cryptocurrency, been studying AI, been studying stocks and bonds and things like that. And man, I'm just, again, trying to clear my head and free myself from my past and just things that have caused me a lot of drama and trauma. And man, I mean it. It's working. I'm not saying it's all 100. I've had some major setbacks, but man, I'm trying to push forward. And I encourage anybody who is in the same place where you just feel stagnant to you got to change your input. You got to change your input. You got to change what you're feeding on and feasting on, and get back to reality, man. Get back to reality. I'm not saying that all social media is bad, but there's so much damn fake stuff on social media that I just can't keep digesting it and ingesting it and think that I'm going to get the reality out of my life that I want. So, you know, that's just me. I'm just dropping my 2 cents for anybody who wants to hear it. All right, let me give you our power rankings. These are as the season has come to a close. The NBA power rankings for the lunch break finish as follows. At number 16, the Miami Heat finish at 46-36. Philadelphia at number 15. Number 14, you have the Indiana Pacers. And at number 13, you got the LA Lakers who made a big jump. Already locked down that number 7 spot. At number 12, you got the Orlando Magic. Number 11, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 10, the New Orleans Pelicans, who are already out of the playoffs unless they get a win over Sacramento. At number 9, you got Phoenix. Number 8, Milwaukee. Boy, did they tumble down this stretch. Good Lord. Ever since they got rid of Adrian Griffin, man, they just have been tumbling. And I know y'all want to blame it all on Doc. Damn, Doc, the organization needs just needs to be chin checked, man. Not Doc, the organization. At number 7, the New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau doing a great job there. They got him at number 7. Number 6, you got the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd. Everybody, well, Jason Kidd, he's horrible. Hey, they rolling. Number 5, you got the Clippers. Number 4, Minnesota. Look at Minnesota. Look at Denver. Look at OKC. All of them right there. That is credit to me, to OKC and Minnesota, because Denver was the standard bearer in the West, and OKC got the number 1 spot, and Minnesota was in reaching distance of Denver. So great job by those two organizations, especially OKC. I mean, literally, they came out of nowhere. Nobody thought that they would be back there again after getting rid of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka. That was their squad. And look at them now. Second best record in the NBA. And, of course, number 1, Boston. All right, let's get off of that. And then let's go to your scoring leaders. And then I'm going to get out of your face. I am going to get out of your face. All right, so then scoring leaders. This is final from regular season. Number 1, Luka gets the scoring title for 2024. 34 points, shot 49% from the field. Giannis at number 2, 30 points, 61% from the field. I think Giannis had the highest field goal percentage. Shea G, 30 points, 54% from the field, which is amazing because he ain't just round the rim. He's inside, outside, every side. Jalen Brunson, 29 and 48. Devin Booker jumped his teammate, 27 and 49. KD at 6, 27 and 52. Jason Tatum, what a season, man. Great job with what the Celtics have done this year, 27 and 47. De'Aaron Fox, go on, bro. Like it, 27 and 47% from the field. Oh, yeah, so wait a minute. Giannis is at 58. Let me see what Giannis is at 61. Joker is at 58. So, yeah, Giannis won the field goal percentage from the field for the league. Steph Curry, 26 and 45. Joker, 26 and 58. Anthony Edwards, 26 and 46. Tyrese Maxey, go on and did a lot of that without Joel Embiid, by the way, 26 and 45. LeBron James, the old man, 26 and 54. And look who jumped in at number 14. He was always around the top 15, and he went on a tear down the end of the season and got in that top 15. He's at number 14. Kyrie Irving, 26 and 50. And Anthony Davis, 25 and 56. let me get you to look at something real quick. Notice all of the teams, all these top scorers, all of them, if I'm not mistaken, are in the playoffs. You got Luka in the Mavs, Giannis in the Bucks, Shai G in the OKC, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, Booker in Phoenix, Kevin Durant in Phoenix, Jason Tatum and Celtics, De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento, Steph and Golden State, they're out of it. They're out of it. Joker and Denver in, Anthony Edwards, Minnesota in, Maxey and 76ers in, LBJ, Kyrie, AD, all of them in. Only 1 out of 15. Only 1 out of 15. And that's why I say you got to build around Steph. You can't bring in another Kevin Durant and let him be Batman. You got to acknowledge Batman is Steph Curry and we're building around him. Now, if he says to the person, hey, listen, you the lead, I'll follow you, that's one thing. But you as an organization have got to build around Steph Curry with players like this and say, he's Batman, you're Robin. And I mean it, man. That's what's got to happen. So you cannot bring in the wrong egos. You cannot bring in the wrong egos. You got to bring in the right players. All right, Donna Coleman-Holman said facts, talking about, just getting positivity around you. Keith Hennig, I agree, man. I used to be afraid to go on Twitter. I wouldn't broadcast my show on Twitter. I still don't. I keep Twitter, and I told y'all last week it's being run by Kev, the producer, and I literally had to go back and tell him, don't like anything, don't be friends with anybody, like don't do any of that, because people were watching, and just put it out there for Houston Roundball Review and for Coach Johnny Cole. I don't broadcast my own show on Twitter because I don't want that. I just don't want that negativity, man. I just don't want that negativity. Y'all, man, I don't even want to get started. I'll mess around and get emotional again. I'm trying to get motion and not just be emotional. Keith Hennig, I love you, brother. I love you, and I mean that sincerely. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Houston Roundball Review tomorrow with the Houston Roundball Review takeover. Very interested to see Chris Gardner's take on the NBA playoffs. Real interested to see what he's got to say about the WNBA draft. A lot of speculation about the salaries of the players now that Caitlin Clark, her salary has been revealed. Listen, I'm going to say this about Caitlin Clark. I know a lot of people, justifiably so, want there to be a lot of love and recognition for those who came before her. But if she is the one that moves the discussion where it should have been all along, we call that the tipping point. There's a whole lot that happens, but you finally get to a tipping point where something falls over or something changes. If she happens to be the tipping point, then so be it. So be it. If that opens the door for more players to get more that they deserved and earned, then so be it. To God be the glory. All right, y'all. So again, Houston Roundball Review tomorrow at noon. Coach Johnny Cole and the HBCU Stroll. He's got a great one, man. He's got a real good friend on the show. What's Don's new name? But anyway, she's Dawn Brown here when she was with Prairie View, and when we were following her. But she's now gone from Arkansas Pine Bluff to Alabama A&M. Congratulations to her, new head coach there. So as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There's nothing you can do about it. We'll talk to you tomorrow for Houston Roundball Review takeover. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. We'll talk to you then.
Hi, I'm Laura Williams coming to you from Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. Here we've got tons of inventory here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands, ranging from XT4s to XT6 and from CT4 to CT6. We've got tons of certified pre-owned inventory here. Come see us here at Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. You can contact Laura Williams at 281-224-3666.
Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Number 1. Rudy Giuliani, former attorney to Donald Trump, lost his attempt to dismiss a multi-million-dollar judgment brought by 2 black women working as Fulton County, Georgia election workers. Ruby Freeman and her daughter Wandrea Shea Moss sued Giuliani for falsely accusing them of voting fraud in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. They were awarded $150 million. In her ruling, Judge Beryl Howell said the former mayor of New York City did not provide enough evidence as to why the original verdict should be dismissed. Number 2. In a virtual address to the annual National Action Network convention, President Joe Biden proclaimed, "We kept our promise" to black voters. He highlighted initiatives such as a federal public works funding to reconnect divided city neighborhoods, substantial investments in historically black colleges and universities, and the pardoning of thousands of inmates convicted on federal marijuana charges. Additionally, President Biden emphasized his administration's commitment to combating racial discrimination in the real estate market and canceling student debts for millions of Americans. Number 3. Legendary hip-hop DJ and producer Mr. C, whose real name was Calvin LeBrun, died April 10th. He was only 57 years old. The cause of death has yet to be released. Affectionately known as The Finisher, Mr. C's death spotlighted the need for health care in hip-hop. According to the American Journal of Public Health, black men continue to have substantially lower life expectancy at birth than black women and white women and men. In 2019, NPR reported that black men have the lowest life expectancy of any major demographic group in the United States. Number 4. A trans woman lost her feet after her boyfriend allegedly pushed her onto the subway tracks during an argument where she was struck by a train in Manhattan. Her right leg was amputated below the knee and her left leg above the knee. She also suffered multiple rib fractures and a blood clot in her lungs. Trans women experience abuse at disproportionate rates. Currently, the abuser is in jail but awaiting sentencing as he is a repeat offender. Number 5. The family and friends of Morgan Farley are asking for the public's help in locating the woman. The 25-year-old has been missing from Chicago since April 3rd. According to family, Morgan recently experienced a mental health crisis and she suffers from depression. Please take a look at Morgan's picture in the What You Need to Know newsletter, and if you have any information about her whereabouts, please go to the Black and Missing Foundation website. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Being consistent shows reliability, showing others that they can depend on you. Inhale consistency, exhale unreliability. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central as Yossi Media and the American Heart Association take a deep look at how to become the Chief Operating Officer of your life as we discuss Black maternal health. You don't want to miss this. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.